The new historical epic series Shogun is the perfect companion to another celebrated show that similarly takes a deep dive into Japanese culture. Shogun premiered to rave reviews on February 17, 2024, receiving a nearly perfect 100% Rotten Tomatoes score after its first 3 episodes. With comparisons already being made to the elite Game of Thrones HBO series, Shogun is rooted deeply in the historic rise of the Tokugawa shogunate in feudal Japan, rather than in a fantastical world of dragons and White Walkers. New episodes of Shogun air on Tuesdays exclusively on Hulu and FX. Shogun follows Lord Yoshii Toranaga, Hiroyuki Sanada, as he masterfully evades the impending lethal pressures of the Council of Regents, whom he shares the highest feudal power over Japan with at the start of the 17th century. Worried about Toranaga's ability to establish a new shogunate in his name based on his lineage to the esteemed Minawara clan, based on the noble real-life Minamoto clan, the regents look to take Toranaga out. With the help of John Blackthorne, who is based on William Adams, the first-ever Western samurai, Lord Toranaga devises a plan to defeat the regents and establish a new order in Japan. Tokyo Vice chronicles modern-day Yakuza operations and gang wars in Tokyo. Interestingly, Tokyo Vice Season 2, which was filmed and takes place in Japan, is also currently airing on HBO. Tokyo Vice offers an immersive story that is rich in character and plot development centered around the Yakuza gangs of Tokyo. Despite the differences in time period between Tokyo Vice and Shogun, there are some cultural and historical links that actually make the two series great to watch simultaneously. Most importantly, the city of Tokyo is a major setting in both series. Both shows are centered around formidable clashes of violent clans in Japan in pursuit of complete and absolute power. In Shogun, Lord Toranaga sets his sights on Edo, which was the former name of Tokyo before it was changed in 1868 at the start of the Meiji Restoration. Naturally, Tokyo Vice is set in Tokyo, some 400 years after the Tokugawa shogunate helped transform a small fishing village into one of the biggest and most influential cities in the world. The Yakuza, or members of the Japanese mafia, originated during the first years of the Tokugawa shogunate in the year 1612, just under a decade after the Edo period had begun in 1603. The history of the Yakuza and Edo period origin explained. Ayumi Tanida as Tozawa from Tokyo Vice Season 2 Episode 5. The Yakuza during the time of Shogun were seen as either takiya, or those involved in thievery or illegal trade, and bakudo, those involved in gambling. Over the course of the Edo period, Yakuza were seen as members of the lowest form of social class and were often spotted for their unusual style of clothing and uncivilized mannerisms. The bakudo may have inspired the Yakuza's signature full-body tattoo aesthetic, according to Culture Trip. Bakudo were known for their ink since, as the dealers of their games, they were traditionally shirtless to avoid accusations of cheating. Similar to the shogunate, the Yakuza gangs became incredibly hierarchical.